So is the Logitech G403 good for Minecraft competitive PvP? And can you jitter click and butterfly click on it and get high CPS? Well, let's find out. What's up gamers, it's Java here. Welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be doing a review and test of the Logitech G403 to see if it suits your grip style along with different clicking methods. Let's take a quick look at the mouse's features to see if it's right for you. But before we get into the video, make sure you smash like and subscribe if you're new and want to see more content like this, as well as Bed Wars and Minecraft related tutorials. Okay, so this is our first look at the Logitech G403. I just cleaned it, still has a little bit of dust on it. But we're just going to be looking at some of the features. So first, let's look at that cable. So as you can see here, we have a very thick, not super flexible braided cable. So if you're used to wireless, this may be a downgrade for you because it is kind of heavy. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the cable. It's definitely durable, so if you care more about durability over actual, lightweight or how easily it drags across the table. Personally, I don't notice it, but I'm used to wired mice, so it's not hard for me. And then we have the left and right click buttons. So as you can see, the mouse, I want to say it's kind of an ergonomic feel to it. It kind of curves more to this side. I'm assuming that's to keep your hand straighter without bending up or whatever, keep you from getting carpal tunnel. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. It has pretty straight right side here, as you can see, and the left side curves in and allows a little bit of grip for your thumb. And it does leave space from these two buttons here. They're very big. I like it a lot, actually. I noticed while holding it in fingertip, it's very easy to access both. I have to move a little bit to access the front one. With palm, it's the back one. I do have to, I have to move a little bit. But that's expected with buttons. And the scroll wheel. The scroll wheel is it's hard to hear. That's like an inch away from the mic. So yeah, it has a very tactile click too, along with all the other buttons. So if you'll listen here, side buttons, okay, and DPI button. Okay, so that's that. I'd say for bigger hands, it's a very comfortable mouse. Like I say, I use fingertip. Palm is very comfortable too. It's a very comfortable mouse. Claw, I'm not too familiar with, but again, it's very comfortable in all ways. Personally, I'm kind of used to my fingers dragging on the mouse pad, so it's not much of an issue for me, but I have noticed that my thumb and pinky do drag a little bit on the sides here. And then let's look at the RGB here. As you can see, it's just kind of breathing in between. In software, you can just change it to a solid color. That's also on the scroll wheel, by the way, if you couldn't tell. And then it also does have a place for weights, and now I do not have the weights, sadly. But yeah, I mean, you can look it up online, the different, how much it weighs with and without the weights. Again, this isn't a super in-depth review. This is kind of just, is it good for butterfly clicking and jitter clicking? And as you can see, it has these really, really big mouse feet. Yeah, it's got a rubbery, grippy material here on the side, along with this side, and then on the top, it's just kind of a slightly textured plastic. Now, if you're wanting to get into drag clicking, honestly, this mouse has the perfect material, if you'll listen. Left click too. Very easy to drag click on. And I'm not super good at drag clicking. So yeah, that's that. And then we're going to be doing a hand cam later on in this video just to see, is it good for jitter clicking, butterfly clicking. We'll go ahead and test the jitter clicking. I'm not super good at jitter clicking because my main is, butterfly clicking, but here we go. And now right click. And then this is kind of just normal clicking. And then we'll do butterfly click on the left click. I personally rest this last joint on the edges. It just gets me the most double clicks, so. And then if you're more up here, you know. This right click is a little bit harder to butterfly click, but you'll be able to see that when we jump into Minecraft, but I'll go ahead and show you that sound. So it's kind of hard to get it to double click. Like if you're just trying to double click it, so just like this, it can double click pretty easily. But as far as getting it to double click while butterfly clicking, I guess you could do it like that. It's just a little bit uncomfortable to hold. You really have to rest your palm here. And if you're an aggressive clicker, this is what that sounds like. So yeah, that's basically it for the outside. I don't really have too much to say. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the outside of the mouse. Again, it's great for drag clicking and also butterfly clicking the left click. And now we're gonna jump into Minecraft and we're gonna just do a few tests. So I'll see you in the computer. Okay, so in conclusion, who is this mouse made for and should you buy it? So first of all, I want to go off listing, some of the pros and then the cons. So let's start off with the pros. This is a very comfortable shape if you have large hands, and I have pretty large hands. So I found it was very comfortable in most positions, I'd say all positions. So, fingertip, palm, and claw. Secondly, for the pros, buttons are very easy to reach and are very stable. So especially the side buttons, they're very easy to reach personally. They're very big, so lots of surface, but at the same time not too big, so you still have a place to rest your thumb. Thirdly, it has very nice RGB, so if you like lighting and you have a already RGB keyboard and you kind of just want to match your setup, this will be a very nice mouse for you. Has a very nice scroll wheel for precision scrolling, so it has a very small ticks, so if you just scroll it and it ticks, it's not gonna jump a million miles. It's gonna go very slowly, but at the same time it still is sensitive, so you can scroll it fast and get where you want. Alright, and also it's great for butterfly clicking and getting high CPS. And yeah, that's one thing I really noticed about it, is it double clicks so easily, and I honestly love that. It's great for drag clicking and getting high CPS for short drags, and you can do longer drags. As you could see in one of the clips, I got I did a short little diagonal god bridge. So yeah, it's very good for that. So now let's go into the cons. There are a few cons. So it may be uncomfortable for smaller hands. So if you have smaller hands, this shape of the mouse could be a little bit uncomfortable for you just because it's a big mouse. You know, my brother has smaller hands and he finds, you know, my G402 uncomfortable. And this is about, it's a pretty similar shape. And he has very small hands, like I said. And okay, so it has a very heavy cable. So if you're used to wireless mice, or you're used to like a Glorious or something, which I don't know why you'd upgrade from a Glorious, it has a pretty heavy braided cable, which again, I say if you like durability, it's great, but at the same time, it doesn't flex too easily and may be hard to get into a mouse bungee. Okay, and it's kind of, it's really hard to jitter the left and right click. As you could see in the video clip, I was really struggling to jitter the left and right click. Well, actually just the right click, because that's all I showed. But yeah, it's just got some really heavy clicks and it's not optimal for jitter clicking. So if you jitter click, I wouldn't suggest getting this mouse. Other than that, it's a great mouse. All right, so another con is right click is a little bit hard to butterfly click. So I noticed butterfly clicking, if I just held it like a normal mouse, I could get, you know, 9 CPS. But if I held it in kind of an awkward position, I would get, 12, 13, which is good, but I don't want to have to hold my mouse in an awkward position just to butterfly click higher. So you may just consider a different mouse if you need more than, 9 CPS. If you're just, if you're trying to butterfly bridge or jitter bridge or whatever. And so yeah, that is the end of the video, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you smash like and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.